Sergio, go ahead and make yourself at home. Have a seat.
What is that?
My name's Craig Sawyer. I'm shooting a documentary about what happens with the children, so I'd like to ask you a couple questions about it.
I knew.
It's over here. It might be better. This one's a little bit broken. Please have a seat over there. I'm not a cop, so relax. I'm not going to do anything to you. I'm just curious about a few questions. So I'd like to ask you a little bit about.
I knew there was something, yeah.
Yeah. So I've seen the transcripts of your communications with the feet, and my concern, my organization is Veterans for Child Rescue, so I pay attention to what happens with the children. And what consenting adults do isn't really my concern. I'm worried about the little people and how things affect them. So with you coming here for a 13-year-old girl, I want to understand, you know what I mean? I want to understand people's thinking and their experiences, how they get here and what.
I was just curious to see her. I think to be a very good person. I was just curious, and I knew her on this application on internet, and I was curious to see her, but I was not sure to do something really. I didn't know. I was just curious.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's more than curiosity here. There's, I mean, if I may, put your face, put on my face your shoes and your sweaty socks. Put your feet on my mouth and let me suck every your toes, baby. I come on your feet and I want your wet feet of my juice. Now, I don't know what all that necessarily looks like, but I don't imagine that being healthy for a 13-year-old girl, doing these things with an adult.
But she lied also. On this application on internet, the people write and do a lot of things. And I have nothing to say now. I don't know what you want to know from me now.
What I'm curious about, genuinely curious about.
I would like to leave.
Well, you'll leave, but
please,
if you would just tell me what was it that got you interested in a younger girl to do this with? That's my thing. You know, another adult woman, yeah, whatever. But with a younger girl, 13, how did you, if you will, share with me so that I can understand what kind of, if you look back, what was the process, your experience, Sergio, that made you attracted to the younger?
I'm not attracted to the younger. I am attracted to the girl in general.
Okay.
I've been with the woman of 40. I'm not stereotype of these kind of things.
Yeah.
So when she told me 13, yeah, I was very scared, but I was curious to see her. That's it. For me, when I like one person, I don't see really the age. I know 13 is very young.
Yeah.
But 15, 18, 20, 30, 40, if I like someone, I'm curious to know, to talk, to see, maybe if she agree, also have sex, or I don't know, something like that.
Yeah.
Just
well,
if they are agree, of course. I'm not a kind of person force nobody.
Yeah. Well, what I've learned in my experience,
I would like to leave.
Talking to people. Well, just a second, and I'll get you out of here. Okay, I
would
promise.
like to know What will you do with this video?
I'll explain all of that.
Please.
I'll say my piece and then you'll understand. My concern is people don't necessarily understand what happens with the child later. So you have your experience with the child. You do what you enjoy, and maybe not thinking how it affects the young person. You say 15, 18, whatever the age. Well, there's a reason that there are laws. The laws are to protect the children, because the children can't really defend themselves from an adult. An authoritative adult figure can talk a child in a lot of things that an adult may not be able to.
I think when a person 15, 13, 14, depend from the maturity of the person, of course.
Yeah.
How is
But what I'm trying to share with you,
but I try to treat everybody as adult. So I'm not.
Yeah, but I'm
getting
back.
I'm not a violent person. I never force nobody for nothing. So
that's my point, though.
Like adult.
All right. What I'm trying to get at is the children. I'm meeting adults who were children at one time that were with adults, and they didn't know how to tell the adult they didn't want to be there and they didn't want to be a part of that. So the trauma, the shame, the fear, that psychological trauma stays with that person the rest of their life. So in your mind, maybe it's not harmful. I don't know what you're thinking, but I'm telling you, it is harmful, and I would like to think that you would never go after a young kid again after today.
I didn't understand this part. I'm not.
Yeah, no,
English is not my first language.
I'm just saying, I would like to think that you would never do this again.
For sure, I will not use this application online, because I already knew it's very bad. Know people in this way. In general, when I know people, I know.
All right. Well, other than the children, the sweaty socks in your mouth and all this doesn't sound healthy, Sergio. I don't know what's going on there, and I don't want to climb all up into your business about other things, but the wet and sweaty feet and the sweaty socks, that might be a really traumatizing thing for a young person, a child, to be involved in as well. So, unfortunately, I think you've been quite a bad boy, Sergio, a very bad boy. So I'm just going to get out of your way.
Stand up. Stand up. Stand up. Stand up. You want to stand up? Hands behind your back.
Pull the sleeves up.
Secure that. Won't search you yet. What's in his pockets? What's in his pockets here, guys?
We're just trying to get him out of that corner.
Hmm?